Logan Anson, Ethan Crawford lead the way for Creston in a win tonight over Clarinda. Gentlemen, a fun game. I'm sure to be a part of. Really up tempo throughout. You guys are able to get the win. Just what are the thoughts on tonight?
I think we did really well defensively. We didn't start out great. They had a 9-2 run or at the end of the first half. Going into the second half, they had a 9-2 run, and then after that run, we really picked it up on defense, and that just kind of helped us go on. I don't know, great energy all around.
Just trying to provide for the team, get everybody involved, and just have a good win, be 4-1 in the conference.
Yeah, and that's where you guys are now. You mentioned the defense. Down the stretch, it was very important. What were you guys doing defensively that led to success?
We were jumping passing lanes. That was a big thing. They were really looking to get the ball up the floor, and we took advantage of that, getting into passing lanes, getting steals and whatnot. Also, I thought our help defense was a lot better than it has been in the past, and we did fairly good on the boards. Let's get ready.
Yeah.
Talk about your night on the boards. Like you said, you had a good night there. What were you doing? What were you seeing?
I was just told by Shaver hit a body, and told me if you don't hit a body, you get subbed. So
threatened to take us out if we didn't get a body.
Exactly.
So gave us the one to do that.
Offensively tonight, you guys both had 17 points. We'll start with Logan. What were you doing? What were you seeing that was creating success for you offensively?
I just seen open cutting lanes, and I was just trying to take dishes from my point guard, Kale, and he always dished it off to me. Same with Kyle, so getting easy bucks at the rim.
And Ethan, from your perspective, what were you doing? What were you seeing on the offensive end?
Well, my shot wasn't really going down tonight, so I had to be sure to impact the offensive side of the court another way. So I just tried driving, dishing if it was there, and drawing fouls, which I did better tonight than I usually do.
I think there were 3 in double figures. I'd have to double check, but as a team, when things are clicking offensively, where does that success come from?
It's just energy, bench energy. It gets us excited. Gets the fans excited. I guess that's everyone on the court excited. So it's definitely that, 100%.
I always feel like what Schaefer has is energy, the bench energy, and without the bench being pumped up always, and without the bench, we wouldn't be successful.
How nice of a win is this to have as you guys start the new year?
Huge win, putting us up 4-1 in the conference. This is a game we really wanted, especially coming out of winter break, and now we're just ready for the game Friday. Hopefully we can move to 5-1.
Okay, Coach, I know an athletic Clarinda team that you guys had to go against tonight, and they took it to you for 3 quarters, and then you're able to pull away and get the win. Just, to start the year with a win like this, what does that mean?
Oh, it's great. It's a good stepping stone for us. It was an opportunity for us because we need to be playing in more physical games as much as possible, because that's what the Hawkeye 10 slate is all about. This has kind of been a trap game for us for the last 3 or 4 years. They're always coached really well. They play hard. It's physical all the time. And we could have really slid downhill. They made a 9-2 run at the beginning of the third quarter and kind of pulled some of the momentum away from us. But, in past years we would have crumbled to that. They just punched them right back in the face, and they handled it really, really well. And I just thought we distributed the ball to guys that were up the floor. Defense looked pretty solid. We just got to tighten up a little bit of our offensive rebounding. So
defensively, for a while, they couldn't even get a shot because it seemed like it was turnover after turnover after turnover, and that was in the second half. What adjustments did you guys make? What were you doing differently that led to that?
I don't think it was necessarily anything we changed. I jumped on them a little bit about we need to be up in passing lanes a little bit more, but that's something that we talk about every day. That's our game plan. We just weren't really doing that very well in the first half. And secondly, I think we do a good job of just wearing on teams. When they have to go up and down the floor with full court press constantly, I think you saw a little bit of fatigue and a little mental focus drop because of that, and we were lucky enough to take advantage.
The Hawkeye 10 is all about being able to close games, and you guys were able to do that tonight. How motivating is that going forward, seeing what you saw in the second half?
I'm elated. The guys just worked their tails off. getting big performances out of 3 scores. I think tonight made it that 6 or 7 of us have scored in double figures in the first 6 games of the year. So I know that we can distribute that scoring around and not have to rely on 1 or 2 guys all the time. Our 2 leading scorers didn't score double figures tonight, but they distributed, they rebounded, they just played excellent on defense. So it was nice to see that we have some efficiency across the board with all our guys.
Was this the most complete performance you feel you guys have had so far this year?
Yeah, I would have to say so, because the caliber of competition was there. This is not a slump team. So the fact that we can do that against a really well-coached program and against physical, tough guys who have played a lot of ball, that means a heck of a lot more moving forward.
Big one on Friday with Denison. What's it going to take going into that one? And how big is it to have this one in your back pocket going into that one?
I mean, it's going to be difficult. They got really good players. We just have to execute our game plan. We can score. We just got to make sure our defense holds to what we did tonight, so we can limit their opportunities. But they are a heck of a program, and like I told the other guy, I'm just happy that we've got them at home.